This prologue is the first of a series of 6 videos by Tiny House Atlanta that demonstrate some tools and methods you can use to research existing local zoning codes to discover where tiny houses are allowed under current ordinances. There will be no information or examples on how to change or modify rules. There's an excellent documentary called Living Tiny Legally that can give you information and inspiration in that regard. These videos will simply show web searches to illustrate how you can research the current codes for your community. Since this is Tiny House Atlanta, the example used is from the Atlanta area, but the techniques explained should work anywhere in the country. Zoning is a local matter, determined by a local authority, a city or a county if the property is outside city limits. I've chosen Marietta, Georgia as the example since the way that jurisdiction provides information is common to many others, and for the fact that some of its methods are unique to Marietta, so you can see how to navigate around difficulties. If you're not already there, you need to go to the Zoning and Building Codes page of Tiny House Atlanta. So starting from the home page, you click on Resources, go down to Zoning and Building Codes, and there we have it. For the subsequent videos to be useful, there are 2 main points in this prologue to give you the best start with your research of zoning regulations. Before you go any further, read this page. Scroll all the way down. Read the whole thing. It gives you good information. And also go to the Zoning and Codes 101 webinar that we did early. Some of the information is repeated here, but there is extra information that you will find useful. You need to read all of that so you have a basic start and understanding of zoning and the difference between it and building codes. And the second main point is to realize that every jurisdiction is different. I need to repeat that. Every city or county has their own peculiar methods for organizing and presenting property information. Generally, the information for the different localities rhyme with each other, although some are a bit out of tune. Some jurisdictions have their code right there on their website. Some will send you to municode.com. More on that later. Some tuck it away in an obscure PDF that was updated years ago. These tutorials are in 6 parts. This prologue, then an introduction, first steps, to help you find what jurisdiction a property is located in, then how to get to that authority's webpage and what key information you'll need to find there. Then 1 tutorial each on researching where the 4 possibilities for tiny houses can be located. Standalone, which is one house on its own lot, an accessory dwelling unit, an ADU, which is a granny flat or a mother-in-law suite, a tiny house community, or tiny house on wheels. So, sharpen your resolve and maybe brew a nice cup of tea to help you keep calm. You are now ready to move on to Zoning 201, first steps.